Aries, we are deep diving for you today. We are going to be looking at several different areas of your life. Starting off, we're going to start off with what's going on in your thoughts, more tied to what's happening in your career, what's happening with your money, what's happening in life around you, maybe goals that you're having as well. Then secondly, we're going to move on to like more of emotional energy. So what's happening in your relationships, what's happening with your emotion, how are things going? And then we're going to go into spirituality as well, and what's going on with your own like spiritual growth, your understanding, awakening energy, whatever may come up. Okay, let's begin for you and see what is going on for you, beautiful Aries. Starting off with possibly like your career, your goals, your dreams. Let's see if there's anything that we need to know at this time. And do remember, please do understand this is a timeless reading. So when you do get it, you are meant to receive it. So let's begin. Let's find out what is going on with you here. Okay, so interesting. The deck broke. I'm going with what that card is. All right, so we've got transformation taking place in your life in some kind of way here. A fresh new way of living emerges. For me, this shows either that something has already happened to you, and in some kind of way, in some area of your life, something has changed. It hasn't been easy because we are looking at the phoenix. Okay, so the phoenix will grow and grow and grow, and then it will actually catch on fire, and in the ashes, when it burns and becomes ashes, it will be reborn. And that shows that there could have been some kind of negative thing happening. There could have been an ending in a relationship, or maybe even friendships, or career-wise, maybe you left where you are. It could also be you working on your transformation and wanting to create like a change in your world, really working on some kind of new goal, new dream, just wanting to create some kind of shift and change in your own reality. And what is going on here, it's not easy with that phoenix. It's really, really hard work, or you could be hitting a lot of like barriers or blockages trying to create this transformation. But that shows to me that if you keep going and you keep on pushing towards what it is you're trying to create, or move through what it is you're moving through, you are definitely going to be emerging in a new way of life. Okay, so let's see what comes up here. Oh, and it's good. This transformation leads to an increase in the path that you're on. Okay, in this transformation, it leads to an increase in obviously finances, because you've got an Ace of Pentacles coming in here. This is very good. This could have really happened for you. So maybe you had to leave where you were working, you got a new job, and you're now earning more than what you've had earned before. But I feel like you're really in the beginning stages of even seeing something. If you are doing something like you run a business, or you're running something, or you're doing something where you're trying to create an extra income, or even a business of some kind, like I said, this is just the beginning. There's a lot of promise here of a lot of stability coming in. Even if it's not got to do with like money or anything like that, it's showing that the path that you're actually taking and the direction that you're moving in here, even if there has been some kind of change, an ending of some kind, or shift of some kind, the path and the road that you're on is a very stable one. So this is very, very good. Let's see what else will come up here for you. And this is happening very, very quickly. Okay, I don't know, Aries, you're on the path to success here. That's with regards to your life. Wow, okay. And if you have been thinking about change, so maybe you've been sitting here going, I feel like changing my career. I feel like relocating and starting over. I feel like doing something different here. This is amazing. This is amazing. Remember, whatever we feel, so whenever we feel like I want to do something, I want to go live over there, I want to follow my dream, I feel like a change in some kind of way. Where does this come from? It's not just something that you think about one morning, you wake up and you just feel inspired to change something. No, there's something pulling you. There's something calling you. And whenever we feel like, I think I need to change something here, I feel like I should move in a new direction, it's usually that is the path you're meant to be on. And if you do follow what this is, or if you're already on this path as well, you are moving rapidly. Okay, because the Eight of Wands will usually say, this is very quick moving energy, speed right there. But it's also tied to what lies around the Eight of Wands. So in the Eight of Wands here, you do have an Ace of Pentacles. So it shows like the beginning of this journey and the path that you're on to maybe a lot more abundance in your life. It's going to happen very quickly. But the card that comes up next to this as well is the Sun card. This is the most auspicious card in the entire tarot. It talks about growth of all kinds. It talks about happiness coming into your life. It talks about enlightenment, understanding about yourself and the path that you're on. This is the best card that can ever be there. And you are moving towards what the Sun represents to you very fast. So whatever ideas you have here that is going around in your mind, and it's all about the life you live, the goals you're trying to reach, you should really go for what this is. Even if it means you're transforming and changing in some kind of way, go for it. Because it looks to me like every area of your life here is going to benefit in some kind of way. There's a lot of growth here. So a card has just fallen. This is now looking at the emotions. Okay, so we're going to look at the emotions here. I'm also going to get some advice out for you as well. What is going on in the emotions? Wow. Okay, we've got Queen Yin coming in here with care and compassion. Choose to be loved. Imagine I'm talking about the emotions. I'm talking about your relationships. I'm talking about love and feelings and how you feel. And it says here, choose to be loved. Okay. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. So there's a lot going on here. It's going to be different for everybody from what I'm picking up on here. I kind of pick up on, first of all, a lot of self-love coming in here. A lot of need to do what is right for you, first of all. Would that be the love energy? I pick up on needing to first align yourself with what will be good for you. And there's something out there. This is not for all of you guys, but I did pick up on something and I have to mention it. I also feel like there's somebody out there who's involved in a relationship and they're no longer happy in this relationship. But you may have children, or you may just feel guilty, or you may be going, it's not like a big train smash, you know what I mean? Everything's okay, but I'm not really happy. I feel like I wish I was free, or I wish I could move in a different direction. I wish I could live in a different kind of way. This is not really what I wanted in my life, and I find myself here. And there's almost like, from the very beginning with the transformation here, it feels like there's a lot of things you want to change, you know, in your life, even the emotional things. So I feel like at the end of the day, to be honest with you, I do believe, yes, we need to have love and be in a relationship, but we also cannot sacrifice our entire life for others, okay? We can do the right thing. At the end of the day, I'm going to put this in a very funny way. Please do not come on to me in the comments. I'm Sagittarius ×5, okay? So I've got a very straightforward mouth. We are born alone and we feel life alone throughout this entire lifetime, even though you may be surrounded by people, but you're alone. Because when you're in this body, the emotion that you feel and the way that you experience this life, it's an individual experience. It's not a group experience. We are not a collective, you know, a hive mind. No, we are one individual. And we mustn't become a hive mind. It won't be good for us. At the end of the day, you're born alone. You live this entire life emotionally alone. Okay? Even though you think you connect to people, it's really just your experience. And you're going to die alone as well, but not really. Okay, that's another thing as well. Spirit guide will be there with you. Your ancestors will be there with you. Other beings as well that you don't even know in this lifetime. Your soul family is always there. But in the human body experience, you have to live this life to your fullest. You have to be happy. You have to be feeling like it's worth it. Because even though, yes, we do live many lives, but each one is the one you need to focus on in that time. And you need to turn it into something that you feel is worthwhile, so that you can accomplish the mission that you are meant to be here on. If you're living a life just to be with people, surrounded by people, and you're keeping them happy, okay, don't abandon like your family and your children and stuff like that, your parents and things. But other things, like if it's like you not living your truth and you know, you're just like, oh, I don't really feel like I'm living my truth. I'll use an example. Say, for instance, you're with somebody who does not want to have children, but your soul and your heart is going, I want children. But because you're with this person, you love them, they don't want children, you live your whole life without children. And that is really not what you're meant to be doing. Something like that, a calling like that, it's meant to happen because you're meant to bring in some kind of life here. There's another soul meaning to enter, and that's why you feel that calling. It could be soul family even calling you and being like, we're ready to come, we're ready to come. And now you live your entire life with somebody else who is not on the same frequency as you. And at the end of life, you're literally going to look back and go, this is my biggest regret. I should have stood up. I should have done what was right for me. I know, okay? So let's have a look at this. We got Grimalkin coming in here. I'm going to tell you what that's all about. Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups. I feel like your heart has some decisions to make. And with the Grimalkin coming in here, you need to trust yourself. Grimalkin is not, it's the original cats, you know what I mean? Before we came and bred them and turned them into all the different things we have today. But these are the cats that are the oldest. They are the cats that are the wisest. They are the cats that understand more stronger genes as well than the cats we have today. Very healthy cats as well. I feel like you are wise enough. This reminds me of like the Hierophant. I feel like you are wise enough. You are grown enough to understand what is right for you. Okay, what I'm picking up on here, I feel like this is all about needing to follow what your heart is telling you, needing to follow what your soul is trying to say to you and where it's trying to guide you. I feel like you are not yet in a place where you are fully happy. It's not really, there could be some compromises that you're making. There could be a way of life that you're living here that doesn't really align with your heart and how you feel and the people around you. I do feel if you take action sort of towards following, because the night is all about action being taken. If you take action towards what you're following, it is going to lead you to where you're meant to be. This can also be not even tied to a relationship. It could be the way that you're living. It could be who you are, how you feel about life. And it makes me feel like because I see a Seven of Cups here, so it does make me feel like there's a lot of things you need to be looking at in your life. There's a lot of things here that you need to go in and kind of examine and ask yourself questions like, does this actually make me happy? Is what I'm doing making me happy? Is this person making me happy? And if the answer to these things is no, it is time to start following the things that do make you happy so that you can be led to somewhere. I think your soul already knows with the Grimalkin. I feel like your soul, your heart already knows what will make you happy and what you need more than anything. And I feel like, for me, this whole reading Aries, it feels like a lot of transformation happening to you in your life, which is very interesting. So let's get into the Unicorn Oracle and get a message about your spiritual growth, about life in general and the understanding and the meaning of life for you at this moment in time. This card's got me, so I'm going there, flow. Okay, it's all about the flow right now. You're going to have to trust where you're going here. When the flow came out, immediately I feel like I picture this energy of like water and the current that is pulling you. And I do feel, for me, it's almost like the transformation, trusting your heart, do what is good for everybody. You must remember, even if you're with a person just out of like, okay, I'm meant to be with this person, but at the end of the day, also, it is unfair for them to be with somebody maybe, or even friends, you're just with them, because they are there. You're not giving them your best self. And it's also unfair for somebody to be connected to a person or even friends with a person, or you're just with this person because they can be getting much more from a relationship somewhere else. I'm just saying. With the flow energy, I really feel like I got this feeling like of a current that's pulling your life and taking you forward and moving you. And I feel like it's almost this feeling of you need to trust that current and where it is taking you. Okay, so find an easier path forward. Needing to look at which direction you're moving in here. And I feel like this is very much tied to the emotion. I feel like this is very tied to emotion, because even the flow energy is tied to water. The flow, it can be air as well, but I feel like it's really tied to water, because that's the kind of imagery that I saw. Surrender to the outcome and release your expectations. There seems to be almost as if there's a destiny waiting for you somewhere. There's a path that you're meant to be walking. There's something you're meant to be doing, people you're meant to be around, to be with. And it looks to me as if you're kind of heading in this direction. I do feel a lot of emotions that you feel, and a lot of things that are coming through for you with regards to decisions you are making, choices you are making, feelings that you are getting, callings that you're getting, this feeling to do something, change something. I feel like it's destiny calling you somewhere along the line, like you're meant to walk a certain path. And I think there's going to be a moment in your life, from what I can see here, that you're really going to look back and be like, this is where I've always meant to be. I've always meant to be here. I've always meant to find myself in this place. Okay, so let's have a look and see. Page of Wands, new beginning, King of Cups, the heart coming in again, and the Four of Swords. You're going to have Two of Pentacles there, holding on to two different worlds. Very interesting energy. I feel like you're holding on to two different worlds. Coming up here, like, I'm letting go, I'm holding on. I'm letting go, I'm holding on. But the mind energy showing up here with the transformation, it really shows me that you want change. I feel like you're not really emotionally where you're meant to be. We've got the Knight of Cups right here, so follow your heart. And then right under the Knight of Cups is the King of Cups. If you follow what your heart is telling you, and you make a decision, and you really start moving towards the things that are going to make you happy, you're going to end up in the King of Cups energy, in a life where you reach a place where you go, this is where I'm happy now. This is where I feel like I belong here. I feel like I'm surrounded by people who fit with my energy. This is beautiful. This is in your destiny. Wow. You're destined to move towards your happiness here. And it needs you to start by following inspiration, following the vibe, following all these funny things that you're meant to be doing with the Page of Wands. Meaning, I need to follow what my heart is telling me. I need to start taking little steps in the direction of things that I know will make me happy. Inspiration, motivation, what makes you feel alive, passion. And moving forward here, really with the soul energy, we've got, for me, the Four of Swords. It's always about contemplation. It's about looking at every area of your life. And it's interesting because above it is the Seven of Cups, which is also a card of contemplation and needing to look at every area of your life. The Four of Swords is a card where you see the cat kind of sitting there. There's three swords here. That would be an indication of the Three of Swords, the things you don't want to see. And this is talking about how life can make you feel so, the things that hurt you, the memories you have about heartbreak and pain. And then we have the other sword, that is laying with it right over there. And the other sword is all about the action that needs to get taken and the new beginning that you want to go in. And it's tied to the other new beginning here, which is what is going to put you on fire, what is going to make you feel alive, what is going to bring back the passion in your heart and soul, what is going to make you feel excited to be here in this world. And this is what you need to do right now. You need to really sit here and look at all areas of your life and go, this is what I would make a list. This is what I would do if I was you. I would have a book and I would say Three of Swords, and then I would say Ace of Wands. Okay, because Ace of Wands is pursuing your passion, and Three of Swords is like what we don't want to see. And underneath Three of Swords, I would write down everything that I don't like in my life, and then I would write a list down of what, maybe even write a list down of the things that I'm happy about right now and the things that I would love to see come in. And then I would start doing a lot more of the things that I want to see coming in. Start pursuing that Ace of Wands energy by taking Page of Wands steps towards it. And then literally start cutting out one by one all the things by your Three of Swords. Take one at a time, focus on how to change it, go back to it and start adding in more happy things into your world, because it shows here that you can achieve this. You can achieve happiness, Sun card. You can achieve abundance, Sun card. You can achieve understanding, enlightenment, the Sun card. It is there for you. And Aries, if you have gotten here to the end of the reading, thank you so much for being here. Do remember, please go check out my daughter's channel as well. She is an amazing tarot reader, very different to me. So I do go to her for tarot readings. Go check her out. Otherwise, if you have gotten to the end, this is your reading. And it is meant for you to be here. It is meant for you to get to the end. Do comment below, I got to the end of the reading. This is my reading. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys next time. Bye.